Walter,
my friend said Walter need to go and sell some damn insurance the way his
Walter
voice
was
is
straight
right now.
45, didn't he? What happened?
Look, okay, so Walter need to go ahead and find me.
Hey, Walter, you need to find her. Her Instagram is waiting for what God has for me. That's what it is. Waiting for what God has for me on Instagram. That's what it is. One of my Facebook Livers says, "Speak, Walter, speak. Let me use you." Walter, you got us running in circles. Thank God these mics are wireless. We are running in circles around here. Shatalabo sheet. Boy, you just gave us the alpha of power. Walter came on the sound of the people, and his sound was a clarion call. You understand that? Walter came on here and said, "Nah, ladies, security has nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with you, because I've been to the mountaintop of secure women."
So wait a minute, I'm dead at serious. Do you know Walter?
Oh, I'm not going to dispel the man like that. I'm not going to put him out there like that.
He must be married or something.
That joker Walter, boy, I tell you what, if there is a Mrs. Walter
on the show.
Yeah, we do. If there's a Mrs. Walter, I tell you what, girl, God has smiled on you. He has set me free. Oh, God has smiled on me.
So we're getting ready to end
He has
the
set
SOP.
me free.
Because conversations with S.H.E.
I mean, at this point,
we still gotta end out. You know
we do. He gotta give his sermon.
Yeah, his sermon, his sound.
He gotta give his
Well, I'm a. You know what? Being the gentleman that I am, all 175 pounds of milk chocolatiness.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna start with TT. What would you like to say?
I mean, all in all, it's possible.
All is the word of the day, y'all.
That is the word. All.
All. Thank you, Walter.
All. Okay. All in all, I do believe that it is possible to still be friends with an ex while in a relationship. Again, and I stand by what I said from the beginning. As long as boundaries are set and are not crossed from both parties and all people involved, it is manageable and can be done.
Okay. What about you, Lady O?
I definitely agree. I think it can be done. I think it's it does really start with security and how secure you are in yourself, and even I'm gonna throw one more in there, how secure you are in your relationship.
Yep.
Because if you know that you're in a relationship that is solid and that you're good, you don't have to worry about anybody else because y'all are solid.
Exactly.
And I think that's where women mess up a lot. We so worried about everything else instead of being worried about the person we're in that situation with. Because if you're good, it don't matter what people throw at you.
Yep.
You can dodge, duck,
Yep.
dick, whatever. It's about me being secure and trusting you that if somebody does step out of that boundary, you're going to correct it and cut it off regardless because you value us in that.
Exactly.
To that point. So, yeah, I think security is the main thing.
Well, this is my whole thing.
What's your whole thing?
Right.
Being an individual who is so filled with love.
Oh gosh.
And whose reach is so widespread.
Oh Jesus.
I don't feel as though you should have me hampered down by not having friends outside of our relationship. But I'm not going to disrespect you by no stretch. I just want you to understand that I'm a gift. And I'm put here not just for you, but for everybody else to enjoy. So, on that note, for all my exes out there, we can't be friends, 'cause y'all are still in love with me.
Gosh.
Ooh.
Okay, so I mean,
we're gonna y'all take a quick
A quick break.
Little break. We gonna swap stuff out and hopefully deflate
This
Doug's head.
You know,
talking about
this shade, this ego.
in here, cause this ego right here.
I mean, we squished up against the walls right now. If y'all can just see how big his head
this milk
is.
chocolatiness that he got going on. So we thank you guys.
That is 96.3 voice on it.
Yes, dude.
I
Yes.
can't.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the S.O.P. with that dude Doug and his beautiful co-hosts, the Lady O and TT. And we're about to let it go, but I just want to say one thing before I let y'all go. Conception to completion, producing a product. There is one thing that is always overlooked and is the most important part, and that's the process. It is in this incubation period which pressure is applied, fermentation is followed, and the character is molded, so the conception is worth it and the completion is not lost. We live in an instant society, a world that is filmed 60 seconds by 60 seconds on Instagram or maybe a little longer on Facebook or YouTube. But no one sees the in-between time. That is the equation that adds, subtracts, divides, or multiplies. The ending sum is all that one witnesses. We all want the diamond, but not the heat, pressure, and ultimately the cutting that the coal endures to become that jewel. So once again, thank you for rocking with that dude, Doug, and the SOP. And I will see you next week.
You first.
Oh, okay. All right.
I say scoot up. Ain't nobody say get up. Listen.
You need me?
Don't you gotta perform? Yo, you so irritating. Get your ass off. Didn't you say you about to perform? Doug?
Go ahead, yeah.
What?
No, mine's don't.
Shit. Duh.
Yo.
I'm about to switch over. Guys. Hello, everybody. I wasn't even gonna air tonight, but
Alright, what you starting with?
Somebody pray for me. Had me on their mind.
you trying to be funny.
No, isn't that the song? Took that time and pray.
You trying to be funny because I go out with the little Liana joint, the song, huh?
Let me ask you a question, real talk, TD. Would you go out with your whole ass out?
What?
No, I'm serious.
He's talking about the Lizzo.
The Lizzo thing. Would
Oh,
Would
I
you-
didn't even see the joint because it just at this point it's like really.
I'm being for real. Would you go out?
No,
with your
I
whole
would
ass?
not. No, I would not.
Oh, said she would.
No, oh, didn't.
Am I done?
Oh, I mean, we'll stop.
All right.
Did you sign everything? And keep going.
Don't sit up here and have me signing my child.
This, I'll talk to you about later.
Okay.
I need you to look at this. This is going to be your
I'm ready.
name registration. This is the other one I need you to sign.
I'm already queued up.
Just right there. Alright, go ahead. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be back.
All right. Hey guys, I am about to go live.
So that's it. And
I don't even know how to do that dumb dance. I know I look retarded just now.
You got me good.
Yeah. All this is you gotta do some sort of registration for the SOP. So the name stays secure. And when you get that, then I'll have
Alright,
you sign
so
all that.
tonight
Like just say,
we are
yeah, I
talking
am
about
registration or something.
off limits. Are friends
you
off
signed
limits to exes or
What's your
not?
payment?
I'll ship that joint over there. I can just send it to me.
If you have a cash app, I've seen it happen. It's the actual section cash app.
I think I changed the name of
We
it.
still cannot find this bag for you.
Are you serious?
Alright, we gotta get another one.
Hold on.
I put the other key back. Oh, God.
ITT, baby.
Alrighty.
Tyler. Okay, let's go, Pete.
Alright. Did you hear what the topic is?
No.
Our
Since
exes.
you're making me talk.
Yeah.
This is why I've been gone for weeks. I had to say, okay.
I was about to say, you have not been on my show
No,
in
I'm
weeks.
not. That's why everybody asking me to guest host this week. I'm like, okay.
Our exes off limits as friends once you move on.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let me go pee.
Huh? Pretty much. No, that's what I told Doug. I was going to piggyback off of it.
Alright, I forgot.
I can't even see. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This conversation is going to go fast. So I already know it's going to go fast. If anybody wants to call in, the number is pinned. Oh, not on this one. So let me pin the number. You're more than welcome to call in. Give your opinions. If you want to weigh in the comment section, you are more than welcome to do that as well. I can't even see. Hello and good evening, good people. Welcome to Conversations with S.H.E. Y'all already know I always have to thank you guys for joining me, whether you're over the internet waves on any one of these live feeds that I got going in the studio. Thank you for joining us. It feels good to be back. I haven't been here in a couple of weeks, but I'm back, and I hope you guys are ready for our topic tonight. If you are just joining us, especially on one of the live feeds, we are talking about whether or not exes are off limits to friends once you move on. I was just a guest on the S.H.E show that comes on before me, and we talked about can you be friends with an ex while in a new relationship. So I kind of sort of wanted to piggyback off of that. Before we get started, though, just make sure you guys are following me on Instagram at Conversations with S.H.E, all one word. And check out my YouTube channel, Conversations with S.H.E. Make sure you put the periods in between the S.H.E because you all know that S.H.E has different acronyms. Make sure you're also following the radio group because we have events that we do on a regular basis, and they'll post those events on the page at NLG Radio DC on Instagram. Again, that's NLG Radio DC on Instagram. I have Lady O in the studio with me this evening. I am definitely going to make her get on this mic tonight. She thinks she's slick. Well, no, I'm not gonna say she thinks she's slick, but she thinks she's not talking, but she is. In any event, I am going to play this song right quick, and then once I play the song, we're coming back and we're getting right to the top because it is time for you guys, as I always ask you, to go tell somebody to log in www.nlgradio.com, click listen live so that they do not miss this show. And if you're on any one of the live feeds, 202-299-6673, call in, whenever you are ready to weigh in on this topic. We're gonna play this song. I'm on the Tory Lanez kick tonight, y'all. But we're gonna play this song right quick, and then guess what? We're coming right back. Tyler, what's up, Tyler? How are you?
Ooh. It's cold.
It is cold in here. Kim, can you hear me now?
What's wrong?
Now, somebody on the Facebook feed said that she couldn't hear me. I'm on the Tory Lanez kick today, clearly.
Ooh.
Even though I said I felt like this is like a whole album, like why did he sit and come up with a whole album and like use everybody else's like old music? But the songs are good when you start listening to them. Tell me you're not going in.
Bro, who's going in?
I need some Carmex. You got some? This is one of my favorite songs on here. Guys, if you are just joining us on the live, we are talking our exes off limits to friends once you move on. The numbers are pinned in both of the live feeds. So if you guys want to call in and weigh in, please feel free to do so. We love when callers call in. Oh, remember that one time when we was on, when you was on, and the lady did the video chat with me? I was like, and you know what I realized is I haven't done it since then, but that's a good idea too. For people that don't want to call in.
You said our exes off limits to friends?
Yep.
Friends.
Yes. So you can hear this. But I got this up all the way.
That might be the one that the volume I'm working on.
Oh, Lord. Can anybody else on here hear me?
The other one's over there too. I think that's, I don't know.
You at 5.
Ooh. Hey y'all. Alright, I'm on my second guest hosting for the night. They trying it.
Don't do that.
Nah, I had to give T one. I ain't done one with T in quite a while. So my mic's playing a little bit.
Come on, can you hear me? That might be why everybody got off the one on Facebook. Can you hear me? If you all can't hear me, let me know.
So we about to get into this cargo, y'all. So I'm having a mic too.
So, we are back.
Bring me there. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so we back and we are about to get into this conversation. If you all are just joining us, we are about to dig into, and Lady O, you can just tell the audience hello because
Hey y'all or whatever. I was already here.
She was already here.
Hey y'all or whatever.
She back.
Here.
I made her get back on here with me because it's been weeks since she's been on here.
Look, I have been.
She been staying away on purpose, y'all.
Hey, I've been
staying
under the radar.
But
Chilling.
now that we're back in effect. So yeah, exes. I have so many theories about this. I've been through different situations that made me think of this topic because of the topic that we talked about on SOP.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I feel like exes should be off limits to friends. It's just what it is. I mean, especially given certain situations, they definitely should be off limits. Period.
I agree with that. But I also, and I'm probably gonna get cussed out for saying this. I think it depends on the level of friendship I really have with you. Like, if I call you a friend and we are friends, because I don't use that word as loosely as I used to. If I'm calling you a friend, yes, anybody you've dealt with is off limits. Like, it's just
What
rule.
it is.
If we're an associate, then honestly, it's going to depend on the situation and really what it is. But I'm also a very honest person, so if I'm vibing with somebody and I know what the situation is and I know you dealt with somebody that's an acquaintance of mine, I'm gonna have a conversation.
Right.
I'm gonna have a conversation.
Because for me, and I think what people don't realize is it's a code. There's a code that I feel like all too often people feel like they don't have to adhere to it.
Negroes don't have that code. I mean, I guess they do. I'm not gonna say that. I guess some of them do. But I just feel like guys are a little more loose with it.
They definitely are. The guys are definitely more loose with it, and I think guys are. And I want my guys to weigh in. Okay. The guy said, then go back with their ex if you give a fuck about who and what they doing. That's what he said.
Hold on, say it again.
Then go back with the ex if you care about who and what the fuck they're doing.
I mean, and then that's a point too. Like,
I'm good. I don't want them. That's why I moved on. But at the same time, there's a certain line.
I'm gonna say, if we're friends and you start dealing with my ex, and if we're friends, that means we're gonna be around each other. So what does that look like that we were together and now in our circle, now you're with somebody else and that circle's still around? That's a little
Yeah.
Like,
and so it's not, because it's not, and again, this is not really an issue with my ex. It's just a boundary thing that I have with friends that I feel friends should not cross those lines.
That's what I was going to say. It's not about the ex.
It's not about the ex at all. Because ultimately, if I tell you, again, if you're my friend, that, because again, no, I don't welcome everybody into my personal space, and I don't give everybody certain parts of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about my friends have no not intimate like that, but you know what I'm saying, like really deep things about me.
Mm-hmm.
You're not about to go and sit and talk and fucking suck my ex. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, morally, why would you, out of all the 1,050,000 people in the world, why do you feel that this one person is somebody that you just absolutely, positively have to be with?
Right.
So that means in my mind, I'm thinking that in my mind, you, the whole time, we're sitting there thinking about my ex from the beginning. In a way that you shouldn't have been thinking about him. I mean, it says your friend, and he put in all capital letters, your friend in all capital letters ain't gonna want your ex, and put X in all capital letters.
Yeah, I mean,
a real person won't.
A real person won't. You won't even. First of all, you're not even going to look at them like that. So again, if you are a friend, like I said, because like I have levels to my friends. Like I have my intimate circle. I have my, okay, we close. There's a difference that people really gotta realize. Just because you call me your friend,
right,
don't necessarily mean I look. Everybody say this word friend,
and they
friend
use it loosely
loose like that.
Yep.
Like, my friends show up. My friends are a support system. My friends are there for me. So if I look at you as a friend, as soon as you're dealing with somebody, it's kind of a cutoff. It's not I look at you like a brother type situation.
Right.
So I can't even, first of all, I'm not trying, unless we in a certain situation, to be licking and sucking on something one of my girls done already licked and sucked on. I'm sorry. Can't.
Exactly. And so then it's like, in my mind, it's like, why would you even think that that's cool? As intimate as me and my ex probably were, you realize, and so again, that goes back to me saying, that means that all this time that you were calling yourself my quote-unquote friend, you were definitely thinking,
or there was some
or
interest
some type
there.
of interest there that you wanted to explore. And I listen.
And there's a difference between saying somebody's attractive,
right?
And because I have said, like, my girls ain't ugly. And the dudes they deal with be fine.
Right.
Damn, he fine. Okay, that's
it.
That's one thing. But it ain't like, damn, he fine. I wonder what's going on with it. Nah, B. If you're doing all that.
Right. It's a problem. It's something wrong. And, like, you're not about to play with me. So, okay. So, I dealt with a situation where I was calling somebody a friend. Like, I'm talking about, we had conversations where we sat down for hours on end and just, like, talked about each other, all of that, right? Like, just talk to each other about one another, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He said, yeah, because you probably told her how nasty that shit was. No.
I mean, sometimes, because we do talk.
I mean, sometimes we do talk, but, like, we didn't have that type of conversation. Her and I had conversations about, like, growth and future, like, just doing things in the future and, you know what I'm saying, like, progression, as you and real friends should be talking about, because you shouldn't just be gossiping. You should really be able to sit and talk to your friends about everything. And she was like, I randomly, I was talking about something, and somebody popped up on my Insta story, and she asked who it was, and I was like, oh, somebody I used to talk to. I used to deal with him on and off for a real long time or whatever, like, but, like, I don't talk to him no more, like, oh, we just friends now. I was like, he be trying his hand, though, you know what I'm saying, but we just friends. First of all, I made the mistake. Well, no, I did make the mistake. Unbeknownst to me, she went on the Instagram page. She peeped his Instagram name, went on the Instagram page, followed him, started liking all of his pictures and shit, hopped in his DM at one point. Like, they realized that they worked for the same company, all of this stuff, and she started secretly, like, hanging out with him. Now, mind you, no, we're not, like, in a relationship or anything like that, but I made it very clear, like, this is somebody that still tried to, you know what I'm saying, talk to me, holler at me, take me out, all of that. Like, and yes, we were intimate. So, it's like, what, like, you couldn't find nobody else? And then you was sneaking around. So, when I did find out, it was a slip-up. Because, you know, everything that happens in the dark always comes to light. You know what I'm saying? And see, it was a slip-up. And see, when the slip-up happened, it was on his behalf. Because he thought that I knew. So, I'm like, no, I didn't know. He's like, I seen her post you on a snap. He said, and that's what made me ask you. I said, so what's going on? He was like, man, we been hanging out like shit and da-da-da-da-da. But they told me that I wasn't supposed to be mad.
My whole thing is, if you have to be secretive about it, if you have to be, and even if y'all weren't, my whole thing is, okay, you're not together, then why be secretive?
Right.
Because you clearly feel like it's something you just can't be open and honest about.
Yes.
So if y'all are not together, y'all, or even breaking up, because let's be real about this too. Even without anything going on, a lot of times, even as friends, I think we put these requirements on our friends that when we break up with somebody, they gotta break up with somebody.
Yeah.
That's not always the case.
It's not.
If I built a rapport and a relationship with your other mate and he ain't beating your ass or done some real serious shit to you as to why y'all break up, that does not instantly mean that I'm gonna stop my friendship with him because y'all are no longer together. Like, that's not fair.
Right. And that's what I understand, that aspect of it. But then it's like, not only that, then you both are now bringing other people into the equation, and you're making them think that I'm tripping off of you guys hanging out. I'm not tripping off y'all hanging out. I'm tripping off the secretive shit.
Yeah.
Because now you're being sneaky. What the hell are you being sneaky for? Because you knew that when you reached out to him, you did it with a alternative method or what I thought in your head. You knew that it was somebody that I said I talked to. So because you knew it was somebody that I talked to, that's why you did it in secret.
Mm-hmm.
Now you bringing somebody else in, and y'all not even telling the truth about the story. It doesn't matter what we don't do now. It matters what we did do and what I told you we did.
Yeah.
So if I gave you the dynamics of this whatever you want, whatever y'all want to call it, because y'all clearly don't want to call it what it was or whatever because of what you're doing, now you making it seem like, oh, she just being a hater. I don't gotta fucking hate. Let's just be clear about it. The nigga still wants me. He made it clear. He's just playing. He just playing because, again, I told you, he did not know that we were friends. She did not mention that that's how she found his page.
Okay, so she being extra sneaky.
Yeah. So when it all came out and I told them both, him and the other person that they try to drag in, and when I told them how everything went down, they was like, well, damn, that's fucked up. She realized just went smack.
Yeah, she went behind your back. That's the major thing. Like, it may not have been intent on his end, but it was intent on her end. And that is, my whole thing is when you enter into something with intent, that's my problem.
Right.
Especially if we say we're friends and it was an intentional thing. It was not, you thought about that, you planned it out. You didn't say, well, yeah, I know T, that's how. If you would have said that, it would have made it better.
It would have made it better.
It would have made it better.
But you didn't even say that.
It wouldn't have looked iffy.
Right.
Like,
he just so happened to see us on Insta story together, hanging out. And then I think I posted a picture, and I tagged that she was the person who took the picture. And then that's when he hit me up like, oh, damn, I didn't know you knew Jay. I'm like, well, we're like friends. We be together like every single day.
mm-hmm.
And then it's just like, oh, okay. So this is what...
Yeah.
But I was wrong. At one point, I was talking to my cousin about it one time. And my cousin was like, well, why you care? And I was like, it's a principle. I said, most shit be about principle, for real. Again, like you said, you hit that individual with the intent to keep it a secret who I was or how you even met them to begin with. So that you could be able to move around sneaky with them without me even knowing. And so then this is how I got them. Well, I wasn't moving around sneaky. I said, oh, okay. So then what happened to the invite the day that you took the other girl that you met through me out, and y'all went out and did like a little double date type thing? Because see, you don't know I know about that, but I do. So where was my invite? You didn't give me the invite because you was trying to be sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
So then that's when I'm like, she's like, well, he didn't say that y'all was ex. I said, listen, baby girl, I'm not asking to be claimed. I'm just telling you off of principle, the way that you moved was fucked up. I can't mess with you.
Right.
I can't mess with you. Oh, but I love you. No, baby.
But when you love somebody, you move differently.
You move
And even at the same token, like, even if you didn't have all the pieces of the puzzle and all that other stuff, like I said, the simple thing to say, oh, I know Tiana, that's my girl, that fixed all of your shit right there.
everything.
And it would have been on him how he moved after that. But to even not say anything to you, to not even address, well, hey, T, I'm going out with so-and-so, or we hanging out, or whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
just
I think
that
I like
simple conversation.
Oh, okay. Now add insult to injury. For a while, what I did was I just wanted to see. He and I had talked. Me and the other girl had talked. Everything between us was like hashed out based off of the lies that she had told them, right? So I still was hanging around her just to see what she was going to do. If she was going to eventually say something, right? So one day, just to be funny, I FaceTimed him while I was sitting at the bar with her. And I was like, what you doing? He was like, nothing, I'm in the house. I was like, come down the street. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come down the street. I showed her who I was talking to, and you should have seen her whole demeanor just change. Right? Now, right before I FaceTimed them, she got a FaceTime, and when she saw it, she hurried up and did like this and put the phone down. So here we are again. We're still being sneaky. So when we hung up, he texted me and said, I just FaceTimed her. I didn't know y'all were together. Right? The very next day, we go out again because, see, we was all about to go, like, I think she was about to go out of town. I was about to go somewhere. So it was a bunch of us still hanging out. Next day. Come in the joint. Oh, hey. Oh, my God. I'm going to miss you while I'm gone. And blah, 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 blah. Still ain't say nothing about the fact that she talking to this man. Whole time she texted him the night before, like, how you answer her FaceTime. When I was walking back into the club, I called you. And he like, well, I just called you FaceTime and you didn't answer. But see, the whole circle is you're not answering because you're sitting beside me. And at this time, she still hadn't told me that she was talking to him. So the next day,
it's just messy.
It is, right? So the next day, she leaves, right? She leaving real early. I'm like, oh no, like why are you leaving so early, bro? Like we normally hang out past midnight at least. Oh, I gotta go pack. I still gotta work in the morning. Do you know he texted me and was like, she left. She gave me a hug, a kiss, and all that. He texted me and was like, why you not coming with Jade? I was like, huh? He's like, why you not coming? I said, what are you talking about? He said, she on the way to my house now. I said, oh, that's cute. He thought I knew.
I'm just like, that's okay. That's just messy.
And so that is why the
Alright.
question as messy as that was, that could have been handled so much more different, and I wouldn't have had an issue.
Yeah.
Because after a while, people were trying to make it seem like I still wanted him. I don't. The way she was moving as a quote unquote friend.
It's because I mean then you look at the guy where the guy's actually halfway being honest.
Yeah.
Because he's thinking one thing is the situation, but that's just messy.
And
that's
so
just messy.
That's why that's one of the reasons why I say that exes are off limits to friends, because you don't, like, some people just don't know how to. Again, like, she didn't even know how to do both, even though she was messy from the beginning. And I know that every situation is different.
Mm-hmm.
But the messiness of that situation, and it don't have nothing to do with me hating, because listen, in a heartbeat, I'd be like, hey, bro, you trying to drink fat, you know what I'm saying? Make bitch more, bro. She gonna look out for you, bro. Make that little deep throat, talking about. Like, I will hook somebody up in a minute, but don't be messy. Like, it's just, you can't. Roland said some people don't have the ability to be upfront about things. You can't expect people to move like you. That is so very true.
It is, but at the same time, you don't gotta move like me to be respectful of our friendship.
Right.
Respect is respect. Like, yeah, you may look at it differently, but respect is respect. And when you genuinely respect and rock with somebody, you care about their response. And I don't care when you know, because women talk, we talk to each other. Excuse me. It's one thing when you don't know. Oh, I didn't even know till y'all was dealing.
Right.
Cool. That makes sense.
Yep.
But you knew, and your moves were intentional.
Yep.
And then your secrets were intentional. That ain't about you moving like me.
Right.
That's about you moving messy.
Right.
And having a lack of respect for me, even as a person in your life.
Exactly.
Because like you said, okay, y'all wasn't together, whatever. A simple thing is, AT, look, I hit him up. Even if you do it after, I hit him up. I'm interested. You good? Like, that's a quick thing. And if you say yeah, cool. You said yeah. If you say, well, this is making me feel some type of way, and you still continue to make your moves, then you show what you show. But at least you had a conversation. You didn't even have a conversation until you got caught.
Yep. And then when you got caught, you made it seem like, after you kept on doing it, you made it seem like, oh, well, you said that you didn't care. No, what I said was I didn't care what y'all was doing, but the fact that you were messy is what I still told you was an issue and remained to be an issue. So, it's not...
You just move messy, Slim. Like, you just move messy. And it's, like I said, there's certain friends, I don't care. Like, with the one standing next to me. If you date her, kiss her, anything, Slim, you are cut. Don't look at you, don't want to see, I don't care. You become like vomit. I can't get you like
We
that.
got a caller, though. Caller, state your name and tell us what you have to say about this topic.
This is Rose, man. How you doing, T?
Hello, I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hello to the co-host of Style.
Hey, how are you?
That's Lady O.
Lady O?
Yep.
Say that. So, like I was saying, I heard a response to what I said, but that's still like, they're not moving like you. Like, when you move a certain way, if you respectful, that person don't move like you. They just not going to be respectful. That's just them. They tumbled under the pressure, baby. Pressure plus fights. Pressure, they'll make they'll turn into diamonds out there. So that's what I was saying with that. Like, everybody don't move like you. Like, us thing right here, talking. I could be like, man, see, look, I don't know, she don't move, I'm going to show her move. Or I could be sneaky going to go back to her behind your back and this and the third. I don't move like that. You wouldn't have moved like that. You would have been upfront about it from the beginning. That's what I mean by, people don't move like you. Regardless of how they move, it's not the right way. If you go do something the right way, that's what you're doing. But they're not going to do it that way.
But do you think, I guess my question to that is, because I get it, everybody looks at everything different, I fully get that. We're all different people. Do you feel like there's a minimum line when you call someone your friend of respect? That should equate in your brain regardless. If this was your boy, should he not have respect enough for you, regardless of how he moves? just to the fact of, you know what, you my boy, I respect you a little bit more than some random nigga off the street on how I'm gonna deal with him.
Alright, so me and my siblings, I would never have to worry about it. Like I had instant girls that I've talked to a business like junior high school, so I don't want you to talk to her. My man in high school, he could have talked to this girl I went with in junior high school, like one of my first girlfriends. She wanted them all, and she wanted to go to prom with a person. He's like, nah, son, I can't do that. And I'm telling him she's cool. She's like, nah, son, I would never do nothing like that. I'm like, son, I'm telling you, son, we never had nothing. We never did nothing. We put together in junior high school, so you got a chance to be like, no, son, I'm not doing it. Like, literally, and this 4 or 5 years later in high school, you know, so the people that I deal with, that I know civilians, they live by different codes. Like, you wouldn't never have to worry about something like that. There wouldn't be no I mess with you. Unless it's a joint like, yeah, I used to knock her down, you can knock her down, that's something different. But if it's somebody that you know that they were with in that aspect, you would never go home and be like, man, I'm trying to have, you know, I'm trying to mess with you. Nah, it is. Once they're in a relationship with your man's girl, once they're in a relationship with your man or your girlfriend, like your good girlfriend, then they're off limits in that aspect forever. Yeah. Like it's no.
Yeah, that's what you just said on my thing. Real friends, off limits.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. Well, thank you for calling, Roland. I appreciate your support. Listen, get back on the live and finish listening.
Every Wednesday.
Yep, every Wednesday. I appreciate you.
If she here.
You know what? Don't you do that? Don't you do that? Don't you do that? Don't do. No, so Kevin says real friends are off limits. So that's another guy that says real friends are off limits. I mean, at the end of the day, again.
And that's why I say it's the level too. Yeah. Like, you gotta understand. And I think people, and I don't know what I guess 30, I really started realizing that. You gotta understand the level you are on in your friendships.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
My ride or dies, my inner squad is like 5 people. Right. It's 5 chicks. Even in that inner squad, I have an inner squad.
Right, exactly.
That I talk to more than I may not talk to the other 3. Is one of them right here. Like, I know the level of friendship I have with them. Right. I know where we are with each other. There are friends that I still call friends, but we're a little more distant.
Right, exactly.
And it's not the same type of bond. Right. But if I still call you a friend, it's still certain shit that is just a no-go. If you are an acquaintance and somebody I know, it doesn't matter if I hang out with you every Saturday, Slim, you still ain't my friend. Okay. I could be out with anybody.
Right.
And be social. If you don't know where you are with your friends, because just because I look at you like my best friend, if we ain't had a conversation that we best friends, I could be over here thinking you the greatest thing since sliced bread, and you over here like, I don't really rock with this shit.
Listen, I just went through that too.
Look, it's a word.
Whole time. Listen, whole time you sitting up here like we realize we talking all types of in each other's business, around each other on a regular basis. My kid is around, like our kids are around each other. Like you're leaving your child with me, I'm leaving my child with you. But the whole time you've been doing this.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
And it took one thing to happen for you to really say how you truly felt, even though all that shit was nothing but I didn't give a fuck about it. But it, like you said,
people keep you around because of the thought of you and the asset you are to them. If they don't really fuck with you, it's going to come out.
Oh yeah.
At some point in time. And it don't matter how much you love them. I mean, I hate this word now because I feel like it's so dumbed down. This brother and sister shit.
Yes.
That shit don't even halfway be real half the time. Because when you go through shit, it don't matter about you going through stuff. It don't matter about y'all not agreeing. When you are a brother or a sister to somebody, that shit is irrelevant.
Yes.
We get past it at some point.
Yes.
We still there for each other.
Exactly.
You got people that's growing and sister, and meanwhile, I'm fucking your nigga.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Like. Oh, Slim.
So that says, yes, they are off limits. This is a guy. This is another guy. Yes, they are off limits. Your friend's girl becomes family once they've been talking for a period of time. That is true. Mm-hmm. I mean, and that's why for me it's just like, how can you not, like, how can you actually feel comfortable in knowing that you actually, and I'm about to get real raw on y'all right quick, that you sitting up there sucking up and slopping the juices and shit that I done left behind? You're comfortable with that? It is really something truly wrong with you for you to think that it is okay, or for you to have that much desperation, because now that crosses into a certain level of desperation. That's no longer like you just saying, okay, I'm gonna go and see what this is about. It all still goes back to one. That means that you've been looking at my nigga. You've been looking at my nigga the whole time we was together. That's number one. You've been looking at him more than how he was. If you are comfortable in knowing that you're gonna go back and start swapping juices and shit that I didn't already exchange. Ew, right? Right? You don't got no morals, no values.
2 cents that I have to say as O's friend and my thing that I went through. Go broke or have a baby, and that's how you win your friends. And that's just real. And I ain't talking about broke where I was homeless, but broke where I was living in my brother's basement and trying to get on my feet, and I was there for a couple years or whatever. And people got strange. And I had my son who's now 11, and people who were my best friends, I'll never forget, before I had him, all the girls got together, high school, college friends, friends of friends or whatever. It was 23 of us at Cheesecake Factory. There are 2 that I still talk to out of 23, and my son will be 12 this year. Out of 23 people who's like, we the ace, you know, you know, his father
that's the same
ain't
way
nothing.
It used to be.
He got 23 aunties. You ain't got to worry about this. You ain't got to
worry. That's how it used to be with me too. So Dutch also added that there's too much pussy around to deal with your boy's ex. I agree with that. Nayshell says, yes, you sure can be friends. Oh, no. Yes, you sure can. I didn't listen, but I'm just answering the initial question. Of course, you know, our exes off limits to friends was the initial question, if you guys are just joining us. But like you say, you learn who your friends are when certain things come to a head, when certain things or certain situations present themselves. I have friends that I went to like elementary school with, and we have never fallen out or anything. But if we were to cross paths, and they said they needed something, guess what? Because we went to elementary school together, and 9 times out of 10, all the people I went to elementary school, our parents went to school and elementary and high school as well together. Yeah. It's just like one big family. Trust and believe they good. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, you would like to believe that when people come into your life, and you tell them what your standards are, your standards, your morals, your values, and things like that they will respect that, and not feel like it's necessary to revisit anything about your past. Now, when you talking exes, again, like, bruh, I just don't see it. Yeah. And it doesn't, so my cousin was like, I mean, it doesn't matter because you moved on, and it almost makes it look like you're insecure about.
No.
I said, why does people make everything about insecurity with women?
First of all, the shit ain't about the ex. The loyalty is not from the ex. The loyalty is from the friend. Right. It's not about the damn ex. I could give 2 flying fucks if my ex came at Ross. What I care about, you're my ex. That's what it is. You're my ex. Let's not even go into if we friends or not. You're my ex. We're not together. Your loyalty no longer lies with me as my ex.
Right.
But this my motherfucking dog. Yeah. And I expect her to say, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And if that's not the response I get, then that's showing me where our friendship really is. Right. Especially depending on the ex and the shit we've been through. Like, dog, my girls be ready to roll up on anybody that speaks sideways, let alone an ex that has hurt me. Right. Like, come on. Nah. It's not about the ex. It's about the friendship.
So, and that's what I was trying to say. Like, ultimately, I think the person had made the comment at first, like, why do you care about, like, oh, then go be with your ex if you're still worried about what he's doing with somebody else. It's not even about that. I don't want him. That's why I moved on.
I feel like real friendships are non-existent. I just feel like the problem with, like she said, I feel like sister, bro, hand, whatever are used too lightly. I feel like true sisterhood, true uplifting, true you killing it, you rock this. Yeah. Or if you just need to come over here and sit on this couch with this bottle of wine and we cry it out together, whatever. those things don't happen, especially in the Black community. They don't happen like they should, and for that reason, the basis and the level and the foundation of relationships aren't there anymore. Whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. That's why the divorce rate is what, 52%. I mean, divorce to 40%, if not even more. The foundation of any type of relationship isn't there. Like, we lost it to side dudes and $40 hoes. So that's all the level that you need to. That's what we bond on. Like, I smashed her, you smashed her, or
Right.
I smashed him for 40. You can get 40 from him too. Cause
like, it doesn't make, like, everybody out here trying to just get it how.
Get in where you fit in.
And you're not even fitting in.
That's what I'm saying, that you're not even fitting in.
You're not even fitting in. So Talisha said, it's enough people in the world, you don't need to go behind me. Exactly. And again, it's like, she said, you mean to tell me out of all the dudes in the world, you would have to fuck with my ex and we close? That's senseless. And very.
And see, that's the thing. Like I said, if it's a thing that we close, we know who each other's exes are.
Right.
And that's why I said, it's also looking at your level of friends, because if I don't know your ins and outs, if I don't know who you dealing with, or we ain't had the conversation, like, nigga, when you go on that date with that son, what time you go? Like, girls have these conversations, especially when you start dating.
Right.
Hey, I'm gonna be here, and I'm going out with this nigga.
Okay.
And this we have these conversations.
Okay.
So if you're not having that conversation with me, that means we're not on that level. Like, we may be friends, but we're not on that level. Like, my girls know every fucking body I'm interested in, male, female, whatever. Because if I show up missing, they don't know where the hell I was and who I was supposed to be with.
So if you guys are just joining us, we are talking about, is it okay, are exes off limits to friends? I did share that I went through a situation where someone that called me a friend dealt with someone that I used to deal with, but she was moving messy and was dealing with him in secrecy, but still trying to be around me at the same time. And when the shit hit the head or the fan, she tried to make it seem like I was just tripping, and like he was saying something else, when she didn't know that he and I had already convened, talked about it, and everything. She never told him that she found him on Instagram because of me. None of that. So that's why we're talking about friends and exes being off limits. I mean, just in general, exes are off limits to friends. So Kim said, level of friends, yep, I'm done with you. Talisha said, and your dumb ass know why he an ex. Why you want the same fucking trash, stupid? She said, but baby, an associate will try it. So be clear, distinguish your quote-unquote friends from associates. Yes, that is a word.
Stop throwing that word around
so loosely.
Friendship is earned.
Yes.
You earn my friendship.
Yep.
Whatever that may be, you earn my friendship. And here's my whole thing, and Roz is absolutely right. Go through some shit.
Yeah.
Lose some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Be at your weakest moment. And you will see who the hell is really there for you.
Yeah.
And oftentimes it ain't the people you think it is.
Yeah. I told you that.
It ain't the people you think it is. Like you just said, elementary school. I have 2 best friends from elementary school. We have been friends now this year 30 years.
Yeah.
We met when we were 3. And it's been 3 of us.
Yeah.
That we don't talk every day.
Nope.
But let me tell you something. If I'm down and I need something, what you need? Oh, hey, all right, we haven't talked. You've been on my mind. What's going on? Like, people that know me, they are the friends that when I added in Roz and Tammy as my 2 other best friends, oh yeah, we love them. They good. Like, those are my girls that know me better than I even know myself at times.
Yep.
And it's not about the tenure, because she's the same way. She know me better than I know myself at times. And we just celebrated a year of friendship. Yeah. It's not about the tenure.
It's about morals.
It's about morals, about how you
respect,
feel,
how you really feel about yourself, how you feel about the people that you have around you. Because see me, I speak life into my friends. I'm not going to do anything less than. Because I have no reason to speak negativity into my friends. Now, if I'm telling you you're being stupid and that this situation is something that's going to keep you from progression, then that's what I'm going to do. But that does not mean that I'm going to talk down to you. I'm not going to hate on you. I'm not going to be secretly talking about you behind your back. We're gonna all sit down and have this motherfucking powwow. If I talk to this friend over here before I get a chance to talk to you, you best believe you're going to be talked to after. Because that's how I roll. Right. And one thing, right quick. She said that's why you can't run in packs. And that associates already check they like the
I got
associates
packed.
are already checking for what you got. Like those associates that you got around, they already checking for what you got, what you don't have. Well, who you got around?
Yeah.
Let me see who this guy is. Let me see what he do. Let me see what he
Exactly.
drive. Like no one, like she said, no one with high self-esteem would do no shit like that. Period.
I think what you said speaks life into the type of friend that I try to be, and I tell everybody, like, if you're in this sisterhood, or not, I won't even say pack, clique, foundation, whatever, in the sisterhood, the sexiest thing about a sisterhood is honesty.
Yes.
And if you can't be honest with me, like, trust me, me and O have bumped heads. I love her to the end of this earth. And we have bumped heads with anything I've ever told her, and vice versa. Even when we didn't want to hear it, it came from a place of love, and it was raw.
You knew that it was
uncut.
genuine.
Right. It wasn't on the tip like, here she go with this again. It was like, look, she probably already know that I know the answer to this question, but she gonna say it to put it into play to make my wheels turn.
She
Or
said,
maybe-
yes, sis.
That
You know
don't
what I
mean
mean?
you're
Like,
not gonna
speak
get
life-
pissed off at each other
Right.
either.
Speak life
No, because
into
we
me.
can get pissed off at each other, but what you're not gonna do
You
is
can
cross
be
the line
mad,
once
right?
you're pissed off.
Yeah, you can be mad.
Because you can be mad and I'm gonna call you and be like, bitch, you over yourself or no?
Yeah,
Right.
and that's
Because I
really
said
what
what
we
I
do.
said.
We on to the next.
Because I said what I said. Like
Like
Michelle said, oh yes, exes are off limits to friends, but that's like we all been saying, that's the key. It's about friends. Not everyone is worthy of that title.
Nope.
Right.
But I mean, ultimately, I do feel like, I think myself personally, the thing that I've learned this year, and the reason why this topic was something that I wanted to discuss, just to see what everybody else's perspective is, I will say this. Most of the people that knew about that situation, when it happened, they were like, what is wrong with her?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Only a couple people like said little sideways shit or whatever. And like she said, yes, that's gonna be the song that we close out with tonight instead of my other one. But she said, yes, sir, I agree. A place of love. You said it, yeah. Like the main thing that I've learned this year, even with this whole situation, is that I have to start vetting people a lot.
Girl, yes.
Because I will let somebody, and this is the thing, I won't call a person a friend with a quickness, but I do feel like I let people into my space trying to give them the benefit of the doubt when they probably don't even deserve it from the beginning. I just saw it and probably try to keep giving it to them. I am that type of person. But I'm starting not to be that type of person. Because again, that's how, let me tell you something. In this year, it's 4 people, literally about 4 girls that came into the new year with me that are no longer in the new year with me.
Right. I feel you.
And so it's like, you gotta do better with taking the cues when they're given the first goddamn time. Because that girl probably already has showed me who she was before she crossed that line. Because for you to do it and for you to be so messy and do it behind my back as good as you did, bro, you've been doing it. To other people. You've been doing it to other people. Mm-hmm. You've been nasty.
You know what? This and Mr. GPS said this, and it's just like so like real. He said, all my life, loyalty has been one of my strongest attributes, but loyalty without restraint will have you out here riding for the wrong people. That shit there,
That last line though.
protect your energy at all costs. Like, my whole thing and my theme for 2020, keep that same energy you kept in 2019. Because real talk, the people that have been there at my lowest point this year are the people that will have all of me in 2020.
Yeah.
I have always been that person that I am so open to everybody. And I give and I give and I give and I give and I give, even when people don't do for me to give to them for. And then when the table was flipped, and that motherfucker flipped hard,
Yeah.
and the people that stood up and said, all right, we're going to pick this table up with you, wasn't the folks that when you needed, I was right there.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't the it was the folks that turned and said, oh, I'm sorry. Not the folks that said, nah, we going to pull up bootstraps and we about to be in this shit with you.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to start earning me.
Oh, yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
In 2020. I don't care how much I fuck with you or your vibe. You going to earn me. And you're going to be vetted. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Cause I don't have time for that no more.
I'm doing it. Like Linnell says, yes, everyone cannot hold space. Nachelle said, Maya Angelou said it best. Believe them when they show you who they are the first time.
That's my
Yep.
favorite
And
quote.
Yolanda said, trust and verify. People will show you who they are. Believe them. She was plotting trying to take your place the whole time. Yeah, probably so. Or thought she could take it, but you know, it is what it is.
I'm going to say this. I tell everybody, when you date somebody, and even when you friend somebody, which I've learned to push into the friendship, is that when you meet somebody, the first 6 months, that's the representative.
Oh, yeah.
They all for, they sister, honey, child, girl, they got your back. The dude is pumping gas, opening doors, whatever. Let that 6 month mark hit, and then it started to be like, oh, you can't do this, or oh, you can't, and you start to see it. And like I said, we as women exude a different type of light. We're nurturers, and we exude a different type, and it just comes out. And you want to be nurturing, caring, giving, loving, and respectful at all costs, because either you may be missing something, or that's just how you were raised to show love, because you never know what someone's going through, which is what I go through.
Right.
There's plenty of people who should have been knowing me for about 24 hours who've known me for about 24 years.
Right.
But that's just because how my heart beats. It beats a little different. I got a different type of love, and it's different stuff that I went through. So we go through that. Just like, I'm going to say this and I'll let it go. I'm in a group. I don't know the name of the group. People just add me into groups. And it's a group for women. And it was a story about two girls who just literally inboxed each other. It was like, hey, you want to be best friends? Found out they were in the same city, same thing or whatever. Best friends, hung out with each other for Thanksgiving, hung around, whatever. There are over, I think it's like 2.3 thousand comments on this one post about, hey, I'm looking for a true female friend. And as a woman, it hurt my spirit to see that post have that many comments, that many women, and these are women literally from California all the way to the DMV, who were like, hey, I'm in Cali. Is there anyone near me? I'm in Virginia, but willing to drive. That many women who weren't necessarily looking for a man, but were just looking for a real friend that they could trust. And the woman was like, it was two women that made a comment who were like, not to say that y'all are like this. She's like, but I've been out there before, and I've been so hurt. I think I've been hurt more by a friend that was a female than I have by a man. And that spoke volumes.
And that shit is real.
Like the
That is so true.
Foundation, like
that
it
is
just,
so true.
because
And now this transitions into another conversation of how catty us women have
man, we
become.
got the worst crab in the barrel
Like,
syndrome. And it's
and I've heard even where some people be like, oh, well, that bitch can't be your friend because I'm your friend. And it's not even about that. It's really, why can't we all come together, figure out everybody's strengths and weaknesses, and then build on them. Help build one another up.
But
find a way
do
to
that
be better
anymore.
for one another, or just to be better in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, what the hell? Like Yolanda said, they put their best foot forward just to get through the door and then switch up and get comfortable. And I do realize this.
It's the competition.
It's the competition. It has now become
competition.
a culture, but it is also a product of not being taught in their household growing up how to be a real friend to anybody else, because they seen their parents doing catty, messed up stuff to people as they grew up. So I thank you ladies for joining me tonight, because y'all, it's about to be 8 o'clock, and y'all know Cat's Lair comes up after.
Yes, my boo.
So I will leave with this, and maybe the next conversation that I have will be about women and sisterhood and how we need to do better and being positive role models for one another, for not just ourselves and our generation, but for the generation that's coming up behind us, because they need it. They need it more than I've ever seen any other generation need it. They need it.
Cause you know what's crazy? I'm gonna give this one comment about men. Men are the most, let's move past this shit, you my dog, no matter what the fuck happens.
That they are.
I've ever seen. And they back each other. And they don't weigh on shit. It's like, you know what? Okay, you fucked up, I fucked up, my bad, dog. Sometimes they don't even say all that. Right. It's just, we good. It's not a constant competition with men.
Yep.
Like, and it goes back to what Walter was saying on a previous show, this insecurity that women carry around, wherever it comes from, wherever it's built from, like, and Doug said it straight up, dog, I am one of the most cockiest, extra fucking women you will ever meet in your life. but I went through shit to get to this point to love the shit out of myself.
Right.
Because if I didn't, I would be in a Lizzo capacity where you beating me down, I'm going to be crying on TV. Because guess what? Like I said, Lizzo did that shit. And if you don't like it, who fuck cares?
That's what she
wanted to do. But you can't turn around and beat somebody up and you see the realness of, you know what, maybe she's doing that to build herself further and really feel that way. But we don't look at each other as women. It was more women dogging this woman. Dogging her, calling her trashy, calling her ratchet than the men.
But that's because women are always ready and waiting to judge the next person. Naisha said, what you have to understand is that everyone can grow with you. So I don't think women are catty. I think we get stuck in relationships not understanding our season with them has expired. I can agree with that as well. Because we do, like we said, we tend to hold on to some stuff. Why?
We do hold on to people, but I also think you have women that come out here with the intent to say, how the hell can I one-up her?
Yeah.
You do have women that are out here like that, and I'm gonna tell you, it's great when, and this is women literally you see this with. It's great for us to have a conversation when I'm backing you and I'm supporting you and I'm there for you.
Right.
But then when my light starts to get a little brighter, you real quiet.
Right.
That's that competition piece. Oh yeah, kiss my ass, but guess what? I ain't gonna be there to support you when you shining. Like. Literally my year when we talked about it on NOG, like yesterday, I remember my first interview. These girls was in the house, had the iPad plugged up to the TV, watching me on the TV, rooting for me, texting me like, oh, you did that. My very first interview on this station. That is support and love. They weren't out there with me, but it was like, damn, it was them.
Yeah.
And we don't have that for each other.
I used to.
Like, we don't, and it's especially black women.
Yeah.
Especially black women. Like, and it's crazy. It sucks. And that's why I think it's amazing to meet women like Kat and Tiana that are genuinely like, damn, alright, how can we support each other? How can we be there for each other? Shit, me and Tiana to cry like 50 million times this day.
Yes.
And hugging each other and just being there.
Yes. Yeah.
And that don't take no shine from you. That don't take no shine from me.
Nope. And it doesn't like it actually adds more to the both of us than it would ever do any type of subtraction.
Somebody said something to me, and this is like I took it as my motto. I don't have to unscrew your light bulb for mine to shine.
Exactly.
And that is just how I think about moving, whether you're an acquaintance, whether you're whatever. If you a woman out here doing your thing, I'ma shout you out and just love on you because it takes a whole lot of shit to say, you know what, I'ma try this and I'm gonna put myself out there and start my business, or I'ma go do something or wear this outfit and I may not be comfortable in it. Shit, girl, you look bomb. Where you get that from? Like, walking down the street and doing that shit can make somebody's day.
Yeah.
It don't take nothing from you.
No. And you know, like Kim said, shoot, I'm gonna give props where props are due. I hate on no one. And like Naishelle said, not that I don't love them, nor do I harbor ill will towards them, but it's my time to leave. Like, that's in reference to, you know, people having expiration dates.
Mm-hmm.
I think all too often we feel like we're obligated to keep certain people in our lives.
And
we don't have to.
And you don't.
And we do it knowing that we don't have to keep them in our lives.
And you don't. Like, that is so real.
Trying to keep dangling a rope that they've already decided that they're going to let go of. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Listen, folks, you guys have been fucking phenomenal. I appreciate all your support, all your feedback. I swear, 2020, I'm coming for y'all. Y'all just gotta be ready for 2020 because conversations with S.H.E. Listen, everybody on this radio show, they're talented. Everybody with their own shows. Make sure y'all tune into NLG throughout the week. Lady O, her show is on Tuesday evenings. Snatched and Savage.
We on break.
Yeah, she said we on break.
We on break. Season finale was yesterday, y'all. We be back January 7th.
Listen, I may do 2 more weeks and then give myself another y'all so that y'all can always have something to look at. You know, when you're in your car riding and stuff, you can listen to it. So, listen. Naishelle just put up a a tag to her company. It's called Swag Events LLC. Okay. She said that they put it together to show that women, especially black women, can dispel the myth that black women can't live and support one another. Our retreats on my Facebook Live. She said their retreats create female bonds of women that encourage and support each other. So anybody that's listening, make sure y'all look up Swag Events LLC. That's probably going to be both on Instagram and on Facebook. Yes, I'm telling you, like listen, we need to do this whole women's movement thing, especially within the DMV. Yeah, you never know, it might go worldwide. Mm-hmm. Y'all stay tuned. I do have a fundraising event that I am planning with another wonderful young lady who helps with sex trafficking. She's an advocate for sex trafficking in this area. We are putting together a book, toy, and sock drive. So I also have another guy that's coming. He collects socks for the homeless. January 21st, it's going to be at LaFont Plaza Pop Social Bar. It's a networking happy hour from 5 to 7. We'll have vendors and food. But you'll be seeing more information, let me say that, coming out within the next coming weeks. Again, Nayshell said she would like to have a panel discussion with us. So that's coming next to them. Thank you guys again. I personally love to be around women that I can learn from. It costs us not a damn cent. Listen, yes, I love it. That's a word. But anyways, y'all, listen. Pray for me while I pray for you. I'm not gonna play my "Say a Little Prayer for Me" song because I'm gonna leave out with love and loyalty, since that's what we was talking about, and that's what we need to build on, love and loyalty. And listen, I'll see you guys next week. You can tune in early at 7:00 at 6:15. I get on SOP and then we go straight into Conversations with S.H.E. I love you guys and thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you guys. I love you too, Daddy. I just want 100% from a pretty woman. I just want to build it to fill up with green honeys. I just want you niggas to know that they got the blues. Good night, guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining in.
Panel for diabetics and dating. So I'm doing that podcast on the 21st.
Okay. Here?
Oh, okay. I'm actually trying to bring them here. Because she doesn't have she's just doing it in her house and airing it on YouTube. I was like, well, bring that shit.
Oh, she do it at her house?
Yeah. So she just records it and uploads it to YouTube. I was like,
we have a whole station.
We have a whole station.
We have a whole station. Come on. Come on. Thank you guys so much. Oh, I really, really, really appreciate the love and support. Listen, we about to put this out. We're going to sit down and talk more about this panel discussion. Even if we need to discuss it over brunch one weekend, we can definitely do that. The studio is right here in Iverson Mall, and we can also do live broadcast from somewhere, even if we do it from an empowerment brunch. Panel discussion and an empowerment brunch. That works. I have that on my list for 2020 anyway, so yeah. I love you guys. I love you, I love you, I love you. I am about to get out of here though. I will see you next week.